Discipline is what transforms fleeting motivation into lasting habits and ensures that you keep moving forward, even on the days when the excitement fades or the road gets tough. It's not just about controlling your impulses or denying yourself pleasure. It's about making choices that align with your values and long-term goals. Self-discipline doesn't mean being perfect. It means being consistent. When you master self-discipline, you gain control over your life. Success doesn't come from one monumental effort. It's the result of consistently doing the little things that add up over time. Small commitments are powerful because they're achievable. When you commit to something small, you set yourself up for success. Motivation is a spark, and sparks are important. Without a spark, you don't get the fire started. But here's the truth. Sparks die out. That initial energy, that excitement, it fades. Life steps in. You have a bad day, you get some bad news, or you wake up and just don't feel it. That's when most people stop. It's easy to do the right thing when you feel like it. But discipline is doing it when you don't. Discipline shows up when motivation packs up and leaves. Emotion starts the race. Discipline finishes it. I remember hearing people say, if I could just get motivated, I'd make it happen. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes, sometimes with the weather. Self-discipline isn't just about working harder. It's about working smarter. It's about focusing your energy on the things that align with your goals and values, while letting go of the distractions that pull you off course. Motivation has its place. It's good to be inspired. But discipline is what gets the work done day in, day out, long after the inspiration is faded. Think about athletes, artists, anyone who's achieved something meaningful. Did they rely on feeling good every day? Not a chance. They had bad days, doubts, distractions. But they stuck with it. They kept showing up, kept practicing, kept working. That's discipline. Ask yourself, are you waiting for motivation, or are you willing to act from principle? Emotion is the fuel for a sprint. Discipline is the engine for a marathon. The person who can act apart from emotion, who can keep promises to themselves when no one's watching, that person can be trusted with great things. There's another myth out there. The myth that discipline means you never feel lazy, never want to quit. Discipline is stronger than mood. You do it because it needs to be done, not because you feel like it in the moment. People who rely on motivation find themselves starting over again and again, chasing that feeling, waiting for the right mood. But those who let discipline lead keep moving forward, even if the pace is slow. They trust the process. They know discipline is not a moment, it's a lifestyle. So if you want to build a life that stands, let discipline be your anchor. Act from principle, not mood. Let emotion start the race, but let discipline carry you across the finish line. Now here's what discipline looks like, day by day, choice by choice. Some people think discipline is found only in the big moments, the major decisions, the grand commitments. But that's not where real change happens. It's in the small routines, the daily habits, the ordinary acts you repeat, often when nobody's watching. Every morning you get out of bed on time, you put a deposit in the bank of self-respect. Every time you finish what you start, even if it's small, you reinforce your own identity as someone who follows through. These little things, repeated over time, create the person you become. Now, discipline doesn't always feel glamorous. There's no applause for eating a healthy breakfast instead of junk food, for reading a chapter instead of watching television, for making that one extra call at the end of the day. But make no mistake, these moments matter. Too many people drift through life without a clear sense of purpose. They get caught up in busy work or other people's priorities and wonder why they never seem to make progress. The first step to mastering prioritization is taking the time to define your goals. What do you want to achieve? What kind of person do you want to become? What does success look like for you? Once you have a clear vision, you can begin to align your actions with that vision. You might think one push-up doesn't matter. One page doesn't make a difference. One good decision gets lost in the crowd. But habits compound. The proof shows up in your life, not overnight, but over time. When you choose discipline in small things, you create a pattern, a thread that runs through your days. Over time, that thread becomes a rope, strong enough to pull you through hard seasons. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Think about a habit you want to develop. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire routine overnight, start with a single, small commitment. Commit to 5 minutes of exercise, 1 page of reading, or swapping out one unhealthy snack. These small changes might not seem significant at first, but over time, they compound into meaningful progress. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, no matter how small, you reinforce your confidence and self-worth. Discipline is not an event for them. It's a habit. And habit, practiced long enough, becomes identity. Ask yourself, what habits are you practicing today? Are they moving you toward who you want to become or away from it? Don't overlook the small stuff. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. Imagine your time is a jar. If you fill it with sand, small, insignificant tasks, there is no room for the big rocks. But if you put the big rocks in first, the sand will fit around them. Successful people focus on their big rocks first. They schedule time for their highest priorities and let everything else fall into place. Not everything can be a priority. One of the hardest but most important aspects of prioritization is learning to say no when you need to. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something. It's not the intensity of one day that matters most. It's the consistency of many days. You don't become a champion with one great workout or a scholar with one long study session. It's the daily, often quiet discipline that builds greatness. So remember, discipline compounds. The small routines you choose each day shape your future. What you repeat, you become. Each act is a vote for the person you're becoming. Let every day, every habit, every small discipline be the proof that you're on the path. Small commitments teach you the value of patience. In a world that often glorifies instant results, discipline requires you to think long-term. You may not see the impact of your small efforts right away, but if you trust the process and stay consistent, the results will come. Finally, small commitments help you build resilience. They prepare you for the bigger challenges ahead. By mastering the art of showing up and taking small, consistent actions, you develop the mental and emotional strength needed to tackle more significant obstacles. Each small victory builds your confidence and reinforces your ability to stay disciplined no matter what life throws your way. Mastering self-discipline through small commitments is about understanding that success isn't about doing everything at once. It's about doing the right things consistently. It's about showing up, even when it's hard, and trusting that your efforts will pay off. Freedom is not the absence of structure. Freedom is found within structure. When you choose your actions, rather than letting impulses choose for you, you gain control over your destiny. Self-control is self-respect in action. This is the reward of discipline, peace of mind. You rest easy. Not because life is easy, but because you know you've put yourself in a position of strength. You're not at the mercy of outside forces. You carry your own weather. You walk with confidence, knowing your habits are working for you, not against you. Let discipline become your freedom. Let the habits you practice today open doors tomorrow. Don't see discipline as a chain. See it as the key that unlocks the life you truly want. If you make discipline your lifestyle, you'll find the kind of freedom